Good evening, folks, and welcome to Club Passim. Literally, Club Passim. We're here in the room again. We've had some great live shows from here lately, live streaming shows with Katie Jones, Elisa Amador. We've got some more coming up over the next several months, so keep an eye out at passim.org/stream and find out all of our streaming show calendar. Let me tell you a little bit about Passim before we get started. Passim is a nonprofit organization. We've been a venue in Harvard Square now for over 60 years, but the last 26 have been as a nonprofit. So as a nonprofit these days, even though we are not in the room all that often, we're still putting on streaming shows most nights of the week. We have our School of Music. We do some of our outreach programs. We're hoping to have some outdoor concerts over the summertime. And we give grants through our Iguana Music Fund and the Passim Emergency Artist Relief Fund. That fund we started just over a year ago now. And through it, we have raised and distributed over $160,000 to artists in need. And that is through your generosity. And we appreciate you all so much and want to help facilitate getting money into artists' pockets so they can pay for their living expenses while gigs have gone away. We are also very excited to get back in the room and have you all in here with us, but we're not going to do it until it's safe. So please, please, please stay masked, stay distant, be safe, and we're going to get through this and get back in the room as soon as we can. Tonight's show, we're asking for a $20 donation. You can give that at passim.org/stream. Just hit that donate button, and that money is going to be split between Passim and Dietrich tonight. We are thrilled to have him in the room with a trio, a surprise trio. It's Dietrich Strause and the Tall Boys.
Day before time was born, nothing was peace and quiet. A holy tune shot the moon, the heavens began to rise. A pillar of ash and a thunder crash, the sun and stars would rise. And all the creatures in all creation dreamt of walking upright. Desert burned, forest turned to highways deep and wide. The tempest grew, the wicked bloomed, and watched the waters rise, drowning in the sand and wind, the starving, sick and stray. And all the creatures in all creation never dreamt it'd be this way. From the waters we've waded, fires we've faded, a flooded heart run dry. The cries that wake us from dreams, that break us each morning when we rise. I lay my head, I dream and wonder, naked is all the rest. For all the creatures in all creation, I wonder if I'm doing my best. For all the creatures in all creation, I wonder if I'm doing my best. Hey, thank you. Hello, everybody out there in video computer land. It's a pleasure to be back here at Club Passim. It's strange walking here, walking past, like, there's like a parade in Harvard Square, people chanting. I don't know if you noticed that. Did you notice that? No, that I'm not kidding. That actually was happening. Yeah.
What were people chanting, Dietrich?
Well, we couldn't actually tell. Matt and Abby, you heard that they can confirm that it was happening, but inaudible grunts. Gee. You know you know that you're screwing up when you can tell when Zach looks at you, even though he has a mask on. You can just still get the you're not doing this right. If you don't wanna go, if you don't wanna stay, if you don't wanna move on or wait, if you got someone you love, if you got something to say, if you don't wanna have to explain, just close your eyes. Think of all the times you never ever even wanted to try. Don't let your love be free. Don't let your heart be full. That's how to be invisible. Stay. If you don't wanna talk it out, alright. If you don't wanna see, if you don't wanna know, if you don't wanna think so hard anymore, just dream away. Remember the days back when you never even knew me. Okay, don't let your love be free. Don't let your heart be full. That's how to be invisible. Don't show, don't tell. Just hide all the ways you thought it always might have worked out. Oh well. Don't let your love be free. Don't let your heart be full. That's how to be invisible. Well, I'm joined by my friends Sean Staples and Zach Hickman. Usually with these streams, I'd be sitting at a computer and playing in my office or whatever, and I could see the comments going by as we're playing. So just so everybody knows, that's not happening. I can't see the comments as they scroll by. Okay, Mom? One, two, oh, 1, 2. I said all my prayers for love true and fair, for faith that could bear what passion bears. For ages we'd make golden with ringing bells and bows, but all those words you told me were cast as spells. Now the thought of each breath and every word you pledge, at every sun we set, it wears me thin. You were lying in my arms for hours in the dark, as your bright and errant heart just be within. Now I still pace the halls, I wait for your calls, though I climb the walls to her lights. She takes the cross from my crest and all the air that's in my chest, and all that makes me restless tonight. And in her arms it's true, I now stray, I think of you, of all we lost and all we lacked, all the arrows and swords, all the roses and thorns, all the ribbons worth just to get you back. we do this next one in? Was that great? G's great. I have to admit, when I wrote this song, I was not imagining playing it for people through a live stream. Oftentimes, you know, when you write songs, it's, you know, when you get stuck, sometimes it's good to visualize yourself on stage singing the song, and then you go along, and then you stop and you think, okay, now what would I say? Yeah. So when I was writing this, I definitely wasn't thinking, oh yeah, one day I'm going to be staring into some cameras on a live stream on the internet.
Flanked by 2 men in masks.
Yeah, right. I did not visualize that. In some weird way, though, it's easier for me to imagine what you're doing at home. Like now, I'm like imagining writing songs for people while they're doing stuff at home on a live stream. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I watch, you know, Jeff Foucault. He does his live streams, and he's got a lot of songs about doing dishes, and so I put on his live stream and I do the dishes, and I like tidy up my house, my living room and stuff while he's singing. So yeah, maybe try doing your dishes for this next number. I've heard all is fair. Maybe you don't care. Maybe it wasn't there. This light I'm tending. How much more can it take? How much longer can I wait to let go and lay down this flame I'm defending? What can you see so far away? How I can't move some days if I just hear your name in the distance. But like a lonely soldier still pinned on some foreign hill by the raining stars and shells, hoping and listening. Hear that ancient verse, the song of the poor man's worth, when the lips of the sirens purse and they all start singing the fanfare of nightingales, the march on the wishing well, for salvation armies bell on the front lines ringing. Is it war or is it love? If all you've ever done was get me on the run, I've been hiding where the wounded-hearted ones keep our lamps like setting suns, retreated but never won, all the flags still flying. If you're not done with your dishes yet, you need to do your dishes more often. All right. Here's a new song. Well, I don't even know what that means, but here's a song that I haven't played that many times. What makes a sailor beg? What makes him poor? To cry out for the waves and reach out for shore. Tides will fold and clouds will roll. I know you'll be found. I've been lost one too many times to turn away from you now. What makes a body bend? What makes it break? To constantly defend the blood and breath it takes. Hearts and bones, skin and stone, a seed sown in the ground. I've been hurt one too many times to turn away from you now. What makes a fire bright? What makes it burn? What gives as the dark gets light, a creature it's worth. Days are done and joy is won, it all comes back around. I've been loved one too many times to turn away from you now. I've been loved one too many times to turn away from you now. Yeah, man. I hope everybody at home's doing all right. I can't wait to play all these songs and see everybody and play them for you in person. It's yeah, definitely something that's keeping me going. I dreamt you painted me a sign. You held a camera to my eye. What I used to dream, I don't dream it. What I used to see, I don't see it. You and I must be out of my mind. I'm an hourglass, I'm a ringing bell. I spend all of my time inside myself. And where we began to come together, with wherever I am, I don't remember you. And you and I must be out of my mind. I thought that love would see me through. Conspiracy, I want it to be true. But your heart's gonna break, so just let it. 'Cause one of these days you'll forget it, you. And you and I must be out of my mind. You and I must be out of my mind. Those last two songs and this next one are songs that I recorded and that I've been working on in the last 6 months that I'm gonna put out hopefully soon. And so, yeah, follow, if you don't already, follow along on the internet on all the pages that are up there. Type my name into the Google, and chances are I'll be at the top, because I don't think there's another Dietrich Strause on Google, at least. All right, this next song's really great to fold your laundry to. All the king's horses and all his men and all his lovers and all his friends say, hey, it's okay, the sun comes back again. All the arches, flags and walls, the swords and arrows and cannonballs. Well, hey, it's okay to lay down them all. Someday it's okay lay down them all. All your worries and all your pride, all this distance and all this time, nothing breaks, nothing burns, nothing changes, it only turns. Well, hey, it's okay, love will rule the world. Someday it's okay, love will rule the world. Someday it's okay, love will rule the world. Someday it's okay, love will rule the world. I started laughing because I honestly didn't think about how the end of that song, nothing breaks, nothing burns, nothing changes, nothing turns. If it's about laundry, that's a shit song about laundry. It definitely turns. I wrote this song, co-wrote this song with my friend Dave Godowski. He's definitely not watching. Keeping an eye on the clock, standing around on the dock, wondering where everyone went, thinking about all the time I spent with you. I guess I missed the boat or something. Goes without saying, but what can you do? I'll never get over getting over you. New Year's Eve in repair, waiting around in Times Square, waiting around for midnight, looking up at all the lights like deja vu. I guess I dropped the ball on that one. Goes without saying, but what can you do? I'll never get over getting over you. Get over it, Sean. Is anything ever enough? Am I even on the right bus? Well, I think that I already know, but I'm making it up as I go on without you. I guess I could have tried a little harder. It goes without saying, what can you do? I'll never get over getting over you. Goes without saying, but what can you do? I'll never get over getting over you. Just so everybody knows at home, when Sean starts doing that thing on the mandolin where he's playing the two notes and and it goes the whole way through the song, that's when you stop folding your laundry and you start to party. The spin cycle. Are we tune, Sean?
Uh,
I'm probably the culprit. Beat ya. One, two, three, four. Wide and the mighty Mississippi, she's a sight. Won't you tell my Annie dear, she's still on my mind. Won't you tell my Annie dear, my darling, she's a sight. Annie, she's my shepherd, she once was a love of mine. I followed her all around, she kept me in line. I followed her all around, she kept me in line. And I gave her all my wool in the fields, in the fold. I told her in the pasture, I'm afraid of growing old. Told her in the pasture, I'm afraid of growing old. The wide and the mighty Mississippi, she's a sight. Oh, won't you tell my Annie dear that she's still on my mind. Oh, won't you tell my Annie dear, my darling, she's a sight. 'Cause I've wished every morning, I've wished every night to climb the Alleghenies and coast down the other side. To climb the Alleghenies and coast down the other side. 'Cause out west the wolves stay hungry, it keeps me on the run. The sky feels as big as it did when we were young. The sky feels as big as it did when we were young. The wide and the mighty Mississippi, she's a sight. Oh, won't you tell my Annie dear that she's still on my mind. Oh, won't you tell my Annie dear, my darling, she's a sight. It's not the silver, it's not the gold, not the garden that I seek. Just a land where the wind that blows fans of fire beneath my feet. Just a land where the wind that blows fans of fire beneath my feet. The wide and the mighty Mississippi, she's a sight. Oh, won't you tell my Annie dear, she's still on my mind. Oh, won't you tell my Annie dear, my darling, she's a sight. Won't you tell my Annie dear, my darling, she's a sight. probably couldn't hear that, but Zach just said, "Are we gonna do this in E?" Zach is right. Whew. Yeah. Ready? I drew a line in the sand to let my heart beat as it can, to prove, to pledge that love don't stop at the water's edge. It's true. Drew a line in the sand to let your heart grow as it can, grow free, to grow brave, as steady grows a wild bouquet through fire and field, on wind-blown hills, across ocean floors. I've come to see that all between's a drop and nothing more. Let's draw lines in the sand, let everything live on as planned, to be free, to be still, to love themselves and who they will be, arms made open to every broken wreck on the shores, and be eyes for the teary, waves for the weary, be swift and joyful storms. Let's lay in the sand, just take my heart and take my hand. We'll draw one breath, it's all we have, it's all that's left. Swim east, swim west, love don't stop at the water's edge. Swim east, swim west, love don't stop at the water's edge. Swim east, swim west, love don't stop at the water's edge. Swim east, swim west, love don't stop at the water's edge. It's true. that's a good number for bath time.
You're making me feel guilty for being here, Dietrich. I feel
Oh,
like
I
I
thought
should
you
be
were gonna
home
say-
cleaning my apartment.
I was going to say, make me feel guilty for not bathing. People tuning in, like, in the, sooner than, like, 30 minutes ago are probably really confused. Speaking of which time is it? Does anybody know? Who's running this thing? Let's do this number and let's do it in D.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Just 2 chords.
All right.
Rivers will wander and rivers will bend, as love does from lovers, as lovers from friends. Oh, I'm at the banks to wade back in and drift away wherever it ends. Where rivers meet oceans of sand and salt, through deserts and valleys and mountains I've crossed, with a flame that's kept burning soft, and all I see is all is lost. Lost on the edges, distant and dark, tied on a wavelength of ribbons of stars. Oh, I'm bound empty, and I've done my part to lay you down, this place in my heart, to lay you down, this place in my heart. When heavens are crowded, the wilderness full, with shadows and signals of satellites and moons. If you're lost, drifting, and you can't see through, just call to me, I'm calling to you. Call to me, I'm calling to you. Call to me, I'm calling to you. Call Boy, that's Zach playing the bass with the bow. That was really good, man.
You've done that before, haven't you,
That sounded
Zach?
great. You know, when I asked what time it was, I completely didn't listen to the answer. Perfect. That's great. We've got one more song to play. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I really want to thank Matt and Abby. This is the best to come and play in a room with not many people, but psych, it's packed. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Charlie Baker's a big fan, and I know that he's gonna just bring the hammer down. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But really, thank you everybody out there online, whatever time zone you're in. I don't remember anymore because it's daylight savings time, and some of you don't do that, so it's hard to keep it all straight. Really, thank you so much, Sean, for coming to play with me tonight.
Thanks for having me, Dietrich.
This is great. And thanks, Zach. Thank you so much for coming. It's strange how normal and not normal it is, all at the same time. Yeah. Like doing a puzzle that's just all white. Like nothing on it. Okay. I got obsessed with space over the lockdown, like outer space. Watched all these interviews with astronauts and tours of the International Space Station. Small place, not loads of space up there, oddly. Anyway, thank you so much, and here's the last song. It was a good run for everyone, and the last man standing on the sun, and see his name in fire and wave, oh yeah. And every night he dreams he dies, reaching out for satellites, drifting pearls strung across the sky. And someday he holds it down, he looks around, the universe is burning out, worked to death, there's nothing left for us now. Someday, someday, so think of everyone you love, and the last man standing on the sun. And someday, someday, someday Thank you, everybody. Good night.
That's Dietrich Strause with Zach Hickman and Sean Staples. Thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight and being part of our live streams. Make sure you make a donation if you can at passim.org/stream. We have another show tomorrow night online at 8 p.m. with the Annie Oakley. And keep an eye out at passim.org/stream for many more shows to come, both remotely and live here from the club. Again, thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you soon.